have your attention for a moment, please? If everyone can take out their handheld personal devices, cell phone, iPhones, Samsung, or whatever device you have, they have to be powered off. They can't be on vibrate, silent, or any other mode other than powered off. If you're speaking this evening, we ask that you please sign in. We also ask that you speak directly to this board. You're able to either speak at the podium or here in the front table. If you have any paperwork that you want to present or show or demonstrate to the board, please face it towards us so that we can review it, but also so the camera can pick it up for record. If there's any matters you need to speak to one another, take it in the hallway. It interferes with our opportunity to hear those who are speaking. And as always, we will continue to be courteous with one another this evening. We're going to start this meeting with first motion to open. Is there a motion to open, please?
I make a motion that we open this meeting of the Board of Architectural Review and Historic Preservation on March 27th, 2017.
Second?
It's been moved and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Welcome to the March 27th, 2017 meeting of the Architectural Board of Review and Historic Preservation. My name is Curtis Highsmith, and I'm your chair. I'd like to introduce this evening's panel and our board as well. We have Brian Brady, Christina Redding, Susan Stevenson, along with Jeff Broadleib. Unfortunately, this evening we will not have Zach Studenroff, our historic consultant, but we do have our legal counsel, Bo Robinson. Antoinette, as always, we welcome you. We're going to start this evening's meeting with signs and first application sign.
First application is Bates & Massey Architects with Men at Work.
Okay. It's the applicant present, please.
Sir.
This is a combination sign, correct?
Yes.
Simple sign with the two logos, adhering to the 5 square foot maximum.
That's the exact rendering, color, font, as well as background, correct?
Scale. Yep.
To scale. Board members, any questions? Brian?
I'm fine with it.
Christine?
I'm fine.
Susan?
Fine.
Any public comment on the application? Motion to approve?
I make a motion that we approve the sign application for Bates & Massey Architects, LLC, Men at Work.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
And our last sign from the please.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Will I be signing in?
No. Your name for the record.
Robin Sademan.
Okay. These are just door and window decals?
Yes.
No sign above the storefront or anything?
No.
Just in the
Not yet.
window itself as well as the doorway, correct?
Yep. And it's a kind of see-through, like etched glass effect. It's just plastic. Looks like etched glass.
What type? Not that it matters, but I was just wondering. When I saw the name, I
It's a
kind
lovely
of
clothing store.
laughed.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, I
was hoping you
saw
would
the
ask.
sign. I saw the scissors and.
Yeah. No, we make shirts, men's and women's
Very good.
shirts.
All right.
You will see it soon enough, I hope. Yeah.
We can definitely use them. I know I can.
I
Right.
have no problem with it. It's great.
Christine?
No,
Jeff?
that's
Susan?
small
Tasteful, pretty.
Yep.
Any public comment on the application? Motion to approve.
I make a motion that we approve the application of Duck and Weave on Job's Lane for their storefront sign.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone.
That concludes our sign permits for this evening.
All right.
We are moving forward to our historic applications. There are a number of applications that have requested to be adjourned, and then we have a number that are pending written decision. We'll start with the first application. This is an open adjournment to May 8th, or they've extended it further to May 8th. 116 North Sea Road.
It was extended.
Wasn't this a prior adjournment? Okay.
No, it was previously adjourned to March 27th, so
Okay.
it must be a new request.
So that's a request to move
Tonight.
further. Is that correct?
Yeah, they put in a letter.
I'm just pulling it up right now, I'm sorry.
They did send a letter.
There is a letter.
It's
there-
adjourned to today, so yeah.
Okay. Is there any specific reason why it's being extended, or?
It says, in connection with our application for preliminary review and comments on the pending site plan application for the above referenced premises, our client is still awaiting for his historical consultant to obtain answers to some of the questions raised by your board.
Okay.
It's from Wayne Bruin.
The original application, this is some time now. Is this how many
They're
adjournments?
also in front of the planning board, and
Oh,
so
they
they're making a
neglected to
major
tell us.
effort to try and get this right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No problem.
Motion to approve applicant's request to adjourn until May 8th, 2017.
I make a motion that we approve the applicant Hamptons HDS LLC on North Sea Road request to adjourn to May 8th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The next application is pending written decision by council.
Mr. Chairman, in the file is a decision approving the demolition of the house pursuant to the previous hearings we've had and the discussion of the board at the last meeting. Also in your file are decisions for Blue Mercury and First Pasture, which also approved the decision, which also approved the applications.
You have the originals for me, please?
Here.
All right, so first is a motion to approve 276 North Main Street for certificate of appropriateness to demo the existing structure. Motion for approve the written decision.
We're approving, I make a motion that we approve the written decision for Emanon East on 276 North Main Street.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And while we're in the written decision portion of that, 46 Main Street. Can I have a copy?
Blue
The original?
Mercury. Yeah, it's in the
Oh, this is, I just put these in the wrong one.
Motion to approve written decision by council for,
Blue Mercury.
yes, 46 Main Street.
I make a motion that we approve the written decision by council for Blue Mercury on 46 Main Street.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Did you decide this too?
Yes, I'll have to get each one of the files.
Yeah.
The next one is First Pasture.
Two there, that's it. Just one.
Sorry, just a little housekeeping. Bear with us, please.
First.
Okay, and motion to approve written decision for 261st Neck Lane.
I make a motion that we approve the written decision by council for First Pasture LLC at 260 First Neck Lane.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There's a motion for, a request for 24 Gin Lane, a motion to adjourn.
Both of those, Curtis, were previously approved.
Right. So they're still, the adjournment still stands, correct?
Correct.
Adjourned until April 10th, right?
Yes, the
Make a
adjournment.
motion that
No, we don't need.
You don't need to move on.
Require adjourn until that date.
And 28.
All right, next application for 275 Hill Street.
Gregory Hedberg.
Good evening, board members. CMX Sami, architect representing Gregory and Margaret Hedberg at 275 Hill Street. I have affidavits of posting and mailing here. I don't know if you have additional existing photos, but I have 2 more packages here. There should be some in the package, in the 2 sets in there too. Existing building is a Gothic revival building, circa 1885, sitting on the corner of Moses and Hill Street. It's a steeply pitched gable roof with cross gables, horizontal siding, turned posts and sawn spandrel. Windows are 2 overdoor double hung, with occasional lancet pointed arch windows and pointed head gable window at the 2 ends of the main gable. This existing house, basically, we're proposing a small addition, 126 square foot addition in the back of the house. The back of the house is not open to the garden area, and they're proposing a small extension off of the kitchen, like a family room area that would open up the back of the house to the garden area. The language and style of the architecture is basically borrowing from the existing structure, which is again the same pitch roof. We're picking up the same gable-type windows, 2 over 2 windows, brick patio, which basically is in line with the brick porch in the front, and basically as a cross gable, shorter than the existing gable. The height of it is basically 18 foot to the ridge. And also we're proposing a pool in the rear yard, a series of exterior rooms, basically, a courtyard, and then the pool area in the furthest north to the property. I'll be glad to walk you further if there's any questions.
I think the modest addition to the rear of the property, 1 story. All of the fixtures are, the materials as well as windows are in keeping with the existing. I don't think that what's being proposed is so overscaled or actually scaled it in any manner that would upset the overall fabric of the historic nature of the house. I have no issues with the property, what the project has proposed.
I agree.
I agree. Love it.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it faces on Moses Street, while it is to the rear, but I think it's a nice addition in keeping up.
Any public comment on the application?
We owned the house for 20 years.
Yes. I remember the house changed colors from red to the white. Yeah.
When we first painted it red.
Researched it,
Yes.
the Historical Society, and it had once been a different color than
Yes.
red.
Very lovely.
Before I did it, so we went back. We had to take it down to the wood, and then we thought, do we really want to paint it red at that point? So.
Very good. As you know, the house is located in the historic district, therefore requires written decision, so no objection of this board. Not really necessary for Zach to get involved. I don't think any of the board members have any issue with moving forward. So at this time, we'll close the application for written decision by council at our next meeting.
Thank you.
Okay. Motion to close the application for written decision.
I make a motion that we close the application of Gregory Hedberg on Hill Street for written decision by our council.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Next application, please.
Next application is Emanon East Corporation.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Bill Slight. I'm the architect for the project. The project's developer is on his way. He'll be here in a few minutes. What you have before you are a set of mini sets showing the elevations of the house. I have additional copies coming, but for now, I have a color rendering of what the proposed house will look like. This is a Federal or Georgian style house. It's a 2.5-story main structure, symmetrically arranged with a center door, a basic 5-bay arrangement, and there will be 2 one-story dependencies on each side of the building. They will be basically trimmed in panels with corner pilasters on each side of the additions, of the extensions. The property is part of it was mentioned earlier in this meeting, there's an existing house on the property. Demolition has been approved for that house, and this will be the replacement.
Bill, smart-looking house.
Thank you.
I looked at it earlier, and obviously we had an application that went for an extended period of time for a number of reasons, and I'm glad we were able to come to common understanding. I believe that what's been proposed, and if you could also add that color rendering into the file so that we have that as part of the
Yes,
file.
and the copies are on the way.
I think the one will be fine.
And let me compliment the board. I thought the board did a very thorough job in vetting the property, and that even a board member went with the historian to visit the site. And I think that that's the kind of attention that is very helpful.
Thank you. Thank you. Brian, any comments?
No, I think it's a beautiful house. It'll be a great asset to North Main. Yeah.
Thank you.
I liked it. The house is fine. Originally, Bill, when this was submitted, it was part of a
There are adjacent properties
Right.
on either side of this.
So is this-
They will be developed, but this will be the first to go up. Plans haven't been
Right.
drawn for the other 2 properties.
Well, you originally submitted it with the 3 houses at one point, so is the layout, the positioning, and the reason I ask that is because I noticed there's a deck on the right-facing extension.
Yes, that's true. There is. The developer is the owner of all 3 properties. So I'm sure he has no objection to the side deck.
Oh, well, he's not going to be living in each of the both houses, so the issue of privacy is not his. It's the issue related to the house that it's abutting.
This is a proposed site plan for the 3 properties, although it doesn't show the outbuildings, but this is these are not the exact footprints you can see. They're each an identical footprint. They're just as placeholders, but it gives you an idea of the sort of the placement on the lot.
It's not binding, though, Bill.
No, this is not. This is you were just. I think this may have been what you were referring to, having been shown before.
Right.
It wasn't submitted as part of the record.
So what you're saying is you have some concerns about privacy from the second story deck?
We generally have.
It's a good question. Very good question.
I mean, with a vacant lot,
Does the
Weren't we shown something with a white picket fence going all the way across the 3 houses?
is the applicant proposing any type of screening or landscaping on?
Yeah, well, you
Is it
can
landscape
see
plan?
the site plan that was submitted shows trees and landscaping. There is plans for
Just part of the complete record. Would you like to extend the
picket fence
height of the
across
trees?
the front. Yeah.
So in the areas where the second story deck is mostly impacted, meaning the line of sight to the neighboring property, have you mitigated that?
Yeah, there's an intention to have adequate screening along there. In fact, the site plan that you have there shows, I think the species that's called that is linden, but it's meant to be
I see
mature
some
trees.
20-foot tall arborvitae mentioned in this.
Perhaps that's it, yeah.
So they're proposing 20-foot arborvitae.
But there are also going to be some other mature
And there are
deciduous
lindens.
placed.
right.
But right where this thing is. Right?
Okay. Well, if you're going to put 20-foot arborvitaes in there, and that's part of the submission, then I'm okay with it.
Okay. Any other questions from the board?
No.
Any public comment on the application? Motion to approve.
It's in the historic.
For written decision.
I'm sorry, I do apologize. The property is located in the historic
just two.
district. Therefore, as you are aware, that the application has to be a written decision, so at our next meeting, we will have that proposed.
I make a motion.
Should we close the application?
I make a motion that we close the application of Emanon East Corporation on North Main Street for written decision by our council.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for your time.
Next application, please.
Next application is Irvin Schwartz. Replacement windows.
Knows Mr. Schwartz is not here.
Okay, next application, please.
Next application, 11 Jobs Lane. Paint. That's the paint.
Paint. Didn't we see the paint last time or not?
Good evening. My name is Andrew Weiss. My family acquired 11 Jobs Lane about 2.5 years ago. Over that time, we've been in search of a tenant that would occupy the premises, that would appreciate the architecture of the building and also the town. Pleased to advise that we believe we found the perfect tenant, 1 Kings Lane. They're a home furnishings and accessories provider. In an effort to bring the building back to its Tudor style, we would like to request the ability to paint the stucco white and the wood a gray that you have there. We did an analysis with Zach Studenroth, and he advised that he does believe the building was painted gray and white when it was first built. And we have a postcard there, as well as, I believe you have it in front of you, some additional postcards.
The file?
I brought additional copies if necessary.
I'm aware, and I have actually spoken with Zach as well. I know you guys were preparing to present this, and do appreciate you going through the proper process and reviewing before you start painting. You'd be surprised of how many people in the village just start doing the work and ask for permission after the fact. So we appreciate you coming in and undergoing the proper process. I do agree that this is actually bringing it back to probably its original state. I have no opposition or any question that it'll look great once it's finished, and I wish you luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Brian?
I'm thrilled that someone's going to be occupying this building and taking care of it.
I'm beyond thrilled.
Excellent.
It's all fine.
Fine.
Any public comment on the application? Even though it's just colors, it still requires a written decision by council. So at our next meeting, we'll be closing it this evening. We'll have at our next meeting a vote to approve the application for a written decision, and then you'll be able to proceed with your process.
Thank you very
Any
much.
questions? All right. Motion to close for a written decision by
I
council.
make a motion that we close the application of 11 Jobs Lane, Southampton, for written decision by our council.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. That concludes our historic applications for this evening. There's a second call for 82 Little Plains Road. Second call. Motion to adjourn.
I make a motion that we adjourn the application of Irvin Schwartz on 82 Little Plains Road.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
First application, non-historic.
First application, 76 White Street.
Good evening, board.
Just go into those go into the
Craig Andrea, architect,
That's 11 Joe's.
76 White Street. I heeded your advice. Sorry for bringing those big plans. And I listened to your comments, and I hope I've addressed them. There's 5 copies here.
So what you're presenting now is different from what we have in file?
I put 2 in file.
Okay, very good.
But I wanted to,
Yeah, it came in one.
Very good.
and I have, I have the renderings that you requested. And the panoramic.
Sorry?
Is that a pool?
Yeah, there's a pool there.
A lap hole.
You know.
Let me, if you look at the site plan, you'll see that there's a very small envelope for the house. And we're a few feet inside our envelope.
I think Brian has it.
Do you have the front of the house?
That's the side.
The front is exactly that, except for it doesn't have that little vestibule in the front of it.
Or a pool?
Right.
Okay.
There's no room in the front yard or for any parking. It has to kind of go behind. So it's kind of the front of the house is in the back. I also prepared some shutter designs where I have no shutters.
Oh, neat.
No shutters, and
Actually, we're up here commenting. It's really neat. It's
it's arts and crafts. It's an arts and crafts.
I like the shutters.
And I think the double gables help break up the mass.
Yeah, because that was the question we had. That we
Right,
couldn't
that's what I.
All right. Well, it looks good.
instead of lead front covered porch, or is it cedar?
Copper.
Copper.
Yeah, the low pitches are standing seam copper.
I think it's a smart house. Instead of brick chimney.
Yeah.
My
My friend Johnny Bennett.
All right. I don't have any further opposition. I think it's pretty clear. I appreciate the color. It really brings.
Thank you.
I think we would remain looking at this one-dimensional rendering. We may still have questions. This actually answers a lot of the details we would have.
Thank you.
Jeff, any comments?
No, it's fine. It's great.
Susan? Christine?
Love it.
Brian?
Do you want to see it without the round shutters?
Yeah, we like the shutters. You made it look less.
I was thinking I was out in the woods.
Very good. Any public comment on the application? Motion to approve.
I make a motion that we approve the application of 76 White Street LLC.
Second.
On White Street.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. Where did the file go?
Oh, here. Can you go?
Take that file, please. Next up, sir? Yes.
Did you sign the file?
I did sign the file, please.
So you need to file that.
Brian is in a rush to get out of here.
Next application is Emmanuel Santamoro.
Good evening. John DiStefano, representing for Mr. Santamoro. All right, there were some suggestions by the board last time that I think we have followed. The first one was a brick chimney. So we've changed it from a sided chimney to a brick chimney, and you wanted a sample of the brick. So I went to brick and tile and picked up 2 bricks. And what we'd like to do is do 1 in 20, which gives it a more aged look. Do you want the bricks?
No. It's not new. That's the old one. Here's the new. Any other changes other than the chimney?
Yes. Then, and you take 2. Then on the, I'll wait till you get them over there. On the windows, I believe we followed the instructions and changed the windows over to a more acceptable window. We increased the front door size and made it more substantial. Put pediments on it, put pediments on the other windows, and did lineals around them. The dotted shutters is what was there before, so we're just showing what was there, but we're not going to use them.
So you're deleting
No
shutters?
shutters?
Okay,
So there will be no shutters.
that's
And
fine.
this is so much better.
Yep.
Okay, we increased the door size by another 2 feet and reduced the window size above it, so that looks smaller now.
So much better.
Okay. Then also the brick chimney is shown on the next page. And the small deck that comes off of the homeowner's bathroom. So I brought some pictures. That show a shot to the east. It's a vacant lot. A shot to the west, you can't even see the house next door at all. And this is a shot to the north, which shows the neighboring property and house. So it is very well hedged, but if you'd like additional screening across that back, we could put in a couple arborvitaes, but it's really pretty small, what she's asking for.
What's pretty small? I'm sorry.
The sight view from the top of the deck to the rear house, and this is a wintertime view. In the summer, that hedge has got to be at least 20 feet tall.
What is the deck? I'm confused by the drawing of the decks and
Coming out of the bathroom.
Okay, it comes out of her bathroom, and she'd just like a small area to be able to go outside and sit off of her bedroom.
Okay, and it,
What's your question?
I don't know, this is the roof and then this is the deck?
That's the lattice, yes.
Yeah, okay. And how tall is the lattice? Like 4 feet?
3 feet by code.
3 feet by code?
We can go taller.
No, I don't know,
What's your question with regards to the second story deck?
It's been answered.
Okay.
So is this a 3 garage?
3-bay garage.
And why has that got dotted lines? Has that changed?
No.
Oh,
I think that may just be in effect from the drawing, although, no, actually it is dotted.
That's like that. So,
Well, so are the railings. It just seems like it's just the effect.
It's the
You see the
CAD,
railings?
yeah.
It's the CAD. They dotted it.
If we had said these were now to be ignored, then what else are we ignoring? Okay.
Any other questions?
No?
Jeff, any comments?
Nope.
Brian?
Fine.
Christine?
Fine.
Any public comment on the application? Thanks for making the changes. Thanks for being patient and coming back with the information and data we need to make a better decision. Appreciate all the detail you put into the application, and good luck.
Okay, who we
Motion to approve.
I make a motion that we approve the Manuel Santamoro on Potato Field Lane.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all so much.
Hi, John.
And final application for this evening.
Final application is 70 Pleasant Close East for driveway gates.
We don't need return.
Yeah. I saw these as a
I have small copies for the board, if that's...
It's okay.
We looked at it.
I think we're all good.
John Laffey, architect for the owners.
Just briefly describe pillars,
Materials, basically.
Materials and spacing and percentage of transparency.
The pier is going to be made of Glengarry Danish blend brick. There's a herringbone pattern in the brick of bluestone cap, and there's a small water table, shoulder course detail on the bottom. The gates themselves are going to be white. The bottom portion of the gate starts at, this is 5 feet, it goes to 7 feet. The bottom part is two-paneled on each side, so it'll be a V-groove pattern in there. This is 107. Basically, the gate is 60% solid or 40% open, just here. The pilasters the gate pickets are 3 3/8 inches apart, and they are 1.5 inches each.
Lantern on top is transparent or frosted?
It'll be for dark skies.
Is that frosted or is it?
It's frosted. It's frosted.
It's frosted.
Yeah.
You know the wattages in the light that you're proposing?
Actually, they're not thinking about not doing them at all and just doing these little lights here on the piers. But I don't know what the wattage should be. Like, we could make it whatever you prefer it to be.
You say they're compliant. Just for the record, we're building a record at this point. So whatever you're proposing, what are you proposing?
25 is a good.
25 is a
25
That's great. Transparency is fine. The gate itself, it's a common, typical gate. There's nothing. I don't believe it's out of keeping with the community area. It's a community in an area that has existing gates, so I have no objection of the application as proposed. Brian, any comments?
No, I think it's a very handsome gate.
Christine?
Lovely gates.
Susan?
No objections.
Jeff?
Fine.
And unless Charlie has something to say, it's in public, a motion to approve.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I make a motion that we approve the application of 70 Pheasant Coast East LLC for the driveway gates.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
And that concludes the regular agenda for this evening. We just have our minutes from March 13th.
Thank you very much.
Were all board members present?
Yes.
Okay. Board members had the opportunity to review the minutes. Questions, comments, concerns, or errors?
No.
Motion to approve the minutes from the 13th.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes from March 13th, 2017.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to close this evening's meeting of March 27th of the Architectural Board of Review and Historic Preservation.
I make a motion that we close the meeting of the Board of Architectural Review and Historic Preservation on March 27th, 2017.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good night.
Good night.